Trickle on in. Trickle on in. Snowpocalypse, icepocalypse is coming. We gotta get warmed up, baby. We gotta get ready. Cheers. Been a little while. Good evening. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you're staying warm. I hope you're freaking ready. There's a lot of people in tonight's chat. They're gonna be iced in. Come on in. What are you guys up to? We got a lot. We got new bottles. Brand new bottles. Blind flights. Samples. Whatever we want. Dang. 47 and sunny here, says Andretzky. Well, it's 29 here right now, and it's only dropping. Only going down. Shoot. It'll be... I think it's... I don't really know when it's supposed to start here. Soon-ish. Tonight. Later tonight. Whatever. Joe Dickinson's for real? Whoa, what is... See, look at that. I'm gone for like a couple weeks. A week? They changed the blue wrench. It's a shield now. Hey. Now people really will have no idea where the wrench comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you a mechanic? No, I'm not. God, that's just it's gone. Wow. Joey Brown, what's up, brother? 49er fan, Matt, let's freaking go. He's over in San Francisco or somewhere, so it's warm. Dude's in shorts right now. Poppy! We're in for more of an ice-ageddon. Yeah. I think we definitely have... I'm trying to think of how much snow we're supposed to get here. We're gonna get ice. Main thing is just to keep power, you know? David Smith, who's ready to say F this week? Let's get some great whiskey in the glass. Let's go. Go, David. Well, I hope everyone else had a great week. Yeah. Trevor, go! How much snow is everyone supposed to get in northwest corner of Ohio? Saying 4 to 6. I think around here it says 6 inches of snow. But then I don't know how much of that's, you know, a lot of it, like a lot of tomorrow is just freezing rain and ice or whatever. Which sucks. Wandering Mango. Travis Robinson, what's up, nerd? Corgi. And Corgi, you're here. You're going to have to answer this question. How do you want me to do the blind? I just pulled out A, B, C, and D. How do you want me to do the blind? I mean, I could, like, I've done it before where I just do one at a time. I could go through all 4, whatever you want, man. Also, Corgi provided tonight one of tonight's new bottles. Look at this sucker. 4 Roses Private Select, easily some of the best stuff freaking ever. OESF 10 years. Not bad. 10 years, 2 months. OESF. I love... See, I can't keep up with which one I have and which one I love. We'll see. I don't know if I have that. I'll have to look. When we get to this, I'll look at the other ones I have. And then we also got... Since I'm going to be snowed in, I guess I can shoot a video of this, but the Willet Purple Top Small Batch. This is one of the first bottles ever that I've done a, new whiskey video, and this was on there, and I was questioning what the purpose, is it going to be hard to get, yada, yada, yada. Walked in the store, and it was there. $59.99. So, this is an easier to obtain. It is only 4 years old, whereas some of the other ones get on up there. So, here you go. Willet Purple Top small batch is out. It exists. It is not coming soon. It is coming now. And I've tried a little bit of it. So, that's the agenda. Daniel Barry Sports highlights. What do you guys think about them football games, man? I was doing so good with my football predictions. I was 100% until last weekend. I was 50-50. I split them. 2 of the teams I said is going to win, done lost. James Lee. Holy balls. Jay Ford. What up, Jay? Erica P. Trickle on in here. Tony. Look at Tony over here. Greetings from Miami. It's 78 degrees and I'm freaking barbecuing in my shorts. Golly. I think it's supposed to be like on Monday. It's supposed to be like 0 degrees here. As just the temperature. That's not even wind chill. We don't do that. I don't deal with that kind of cold, man. It's a balmy 2 here. Is that Celsius, though? Or is that Fahrenheit? Either way, that's both. That's cold. Rick! What's up, Rick? Scott friggin' Moody. Viper Candy. I told my kids I have a wrench. You do. In here. Right here. What up, Todd Trent? We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Corgi says, do the blind however you fancy. Do you want me to do the full... See, the thing is, I kind of like, especially when Corgi just sends, just, I don't really think Corgi has a method to his blinds. You know what I'm saying? I think he just grabs bottles and sends you, it could be anything. It's not like Jeffrey Wack where he's like trying to screw with you and like, I'm going to put this one here and there and there. You know what I'm saying? So Jeffrey Wack has a whole list of like, tell me this, tell me that. I think Corgi is just like, here, you have no idea what this is, try it. So when it's that kind of blind, I like just to do it one at a time and just be like, this is what I think. Try and name anything I can about it. So it's blind. Basically, instead of a blind flight, it's a blind sample one at a time. I guess it's basically the same thing. Like, you don't really need to go through all of them. But we can just do one at a time and find out what they are. Yeah? I think he just grabs bottles. Like, there's no telling. He did. He agrees. Brett's pretty much. Trev, do you have a generator on standby? No. Basically, we're screwed if something goes awry. Worst case possible scenario. My parents don't live that far. And they're armed to the teeth with a gas generator, you know, all of that. So we can get there. I could walk there. If it in a real dire pinch, I could walk. What up, Kevin? He says, let's not talk football if that's okay. We will not talk about the dismantling of the 49ers at all. Won't mention how terribly they played. Ooh, purple top bougie. It's the new cheap one. It's not a fancy one, man. I bought a bottle of Eagle Rare for $50 at Wine and More. Man, did I spend too much, says Adam Hudson. technically, yes, you did. I don't know though. I think that's Eagle Rare seems to be that's like the going price for them now. If not, that might be the actual price. I used to, I say used to. We really never were able to get it here, but up the road, it used to be like $30. But I think that changed, especially when they brought the 10-year age statement back, like just front and center on the bottle. I think that's normal. And let's be honest, like, I think Eagle Rare at $30 was a, we didn't want to admit it, but that's kind of like a total steal. You know what I'm saying? I think 50 is probably where it needed to always have been. It's kind of like Russell's 10, you know? I'm sure I think I've seen it going up a little bit, but it's low. It's, it is too low. And then you get spoiled on it. And then when it goes up, it's like, yeah, well, at least they're not going up to 70. Don't need to be there. $50. Stay there. It's a good bottle, dude. If you've not had it, like, if you've not had that, Elijah Craig, what's up? When I went to Willett this past November, they said the mash bill was in between the Noah's Mill and Rowan's Creek. Apparently, they have different corn amounts. Of this? Did grab some Blantons and Basil Hayden with that purple top. What, you did? Man, I'll have to go back through the pictures, but I haven't done one of these in a while. We need to reopen this video series where you guys send me pictures of your collections. But someone in there, I think they had several of them, purple tops, just sitting there. You guys remember that video? He had like it was just a closet, but it was like nothing in it was freaking, it was all bougie good stuff. Like, crazy. What do you want, James Lay? What is that? Like a pick? What up, Jake Miller? I have not seen Eagle Rare on a shelf in 8 years. See, I haven't seen it freaking hot minute. Porky Prankster says, if you have to go to your parents, which bottles are you taking? Honestly, these right here, because they're the most full. Honestly. What up, Will? You in the parking lot? I think I saw someone. Yeah, Travis said the Eagle Rare is SRP is 45 to 50. It was negative 18 here this morning. How about no? I've only felt that kind of temperature once in my life. And that was in freaking Estonia. I don't want to ever feel that again. Like, I don't see how you guys do it, bro. I mean, I guess if you live there, I'm sure you would come to Arkansas in August and say, how do you do this? I don't even want to hear about it. Look, now we're talking, we got football going, and, I was making fun of Kevin, but the Bills, What was that? Roman Carter. Let's go Jets. At this point, they might need to just send... They might need to send the Jets to just like the NCAA. You know? Open up a team somewhere else. You know, Portland. I've heard people want Portland. Salt Lake City. I mean, dang. See, Will is in the parking lot. What up, Dram it all? Got some Old Forester in glass. That's what I just had. Someone asked, what's in your glass? Well, that glass is empty, and it was Old Forester. But now I'm ready to... let's just get into one of these new bottles, because I want to. And then we'll start drinking this blind flight. Come on. What do you guys got? What do you got in the glass? Man, this thing's dark, man. This glass just looks dirty. Like, I did use it, but it looks dirty. We gotta get it done again. Well, I had all of these glasses next to me. This one looks clean. Please, no pill stock. What up, Philip Travis? Happy Friday. Waiting on 8 to 16 inches of snow. Let's do a little more. So, this is also from Corgi. What did you say about this? Hold on. Bottle of Four Roses, that was a store pick from one of my locals. I found to be very unique and tasty. Definitely feel free to enjoy at your leisure. On stream or off, doesn't matter. Wow. This is my leisure right now. But Ivy. I've heard of that. We definitely don't have them. That's like a northern thing, huh? A Ivy. But an OESF 20% rye mash bill, 10 years, 2 months. OESF. Well, the only one I have left, OESO, OESK, OESK. I don't think I've had an OESF. I don't know. I mean, I'm surely I have. I don't freaking know. They're too hard to keep up with. They just need to name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, have I had 5? Like, no, I've never had 5. Trev, anxiously awaiting our freaking Jack Daniel picks, man. Yeah, what is going on with that? But hey, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Because they're probably just getting better. They were already amazing. No drinking. First time I've had a cold in years, or it's the Rona. Dude, you got the Rona. The flu is going around big time around here. Big time. Big. Can't wait to see how bad my Raiders will mess up the first pick. They've got to pick Mendoza, right? Surely. There's no way they're sticking with their QB, right? I think that's what they're going to do. But then who? I don't even know what the draft or like the order is right now. I don't like... Browns? It would be the most Brown thing. Like, there's no way they're drafting a quarterback. They've got to pick whoever's the top wide receiver. I bet you that's who their first pick's going to be. Oklahoma needs a football team. Oklahoma City? Ooh. Dude. Dude, that is freaking good. There's like a I need to see what they say about the it's like there's something I think what people call minty is that like it doesn't smell like a mint, like a clean, but it does that same like that spiciness that like it's like the cooling intense spice that goes through your whole freaking nose. That's got it. And oak. That's got every bit of the 10 years, if not more. What do they say? OESF. OESF. Mint, fruit, full body. I'm telling you, that's what the mint. Oh, dude. Mmm. That's top tier. Corgi, that's freaking good, dude. Where we at? Josh Fritz? What's up? What up, Jake? Water for 8 more days. I believe in you. Good job. It could be worse. You could win your game and then lose your quarterback. Poor Denver. Not only lose your quarterback, lose him in the last freaking play. Or one of the last plays. That's crazy. Got some Driftless Glen Mash and Journey pick. Let's go. What up, Ben Demon Hunter? I don't know why I read that in that accent, but I did. Trev, what's your mic? I use one of these old, just a blue Yeti. They're not really good microphones. Like, they're so much better, but it works. Like, most people I see that use this, it sounds terrible. I have really went in and tweaked my settings in here and added filters to it and whatnot. I think that's the thing. Straight out of the box, and you plug this thing in, it's not the best. But with all the filters I've done to it and adjusted it, it's to me, it has not warranted me buying one of those fancy. All the levels are hot. I can turn it down. Turn it down a little bit. I have it way up for whatever reason. How's that? You could have told me. Paul P's over there like, dude, it's yelling at me. Mendoza is number 1. Martin R. I was hoping you'd go live tonight, and I did. New specs? Yeah, I've had these for a little bit. I mean, like, a couple months. Kevin, I have the Four Roses 10 sample. Been waiting, like, I don't even know what I'm waiting on. That just needs to be a live stream or a video. But I don't know. I don't want to like do a video and then mess it up because then it's gone. Might just be a live stream where I do all 10. I've been saying that. I've had this thing for over a year. A York peppermint patty. I could totally get behind that because it is with the age, like with the 10-year age. Put that up there. That's what's on doc. That's what that means. That's what we're drinking. If it's on that, that's what we're drinking. What was I even saying? York peppermint patty. The age on it gives it that chocolatey thing to it. I don't really get when they say fruity, it's definitely not. I'm not getting a whole lot of fruit. I think the age might kind of gives you more of the chocolatey thing than it does, maybe at 100 proof, and it's not 10, but. Browns can wait another and get that Becker wide receiver from IU. Yeah, weak draft this year. Trade that number 1 for a crap ton of other stuff. Honestly, you'd be trading that for some. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will go. They're not highly rated, so like you can easily pick them up later. I don't know, like an entire offensive line. That's what we need. I poured up a 10-year, 9-month OESK. I only have an unopened OBSF. No OESF yet. Try remembering all that. You can't. Rocket boy. How thick are those babies now? Thick. What babies? My glasses? Or my buns? What are you looking at, Rocket boy? Josh Fritz, stay safe. Yeah, everyone in the storm path this weekend. I mean, I guess there's really not a lot to do. Like, don't go outside. Don't do that. You know? What up, Darrell? A lot of edge rushers this year, few offensive line guys. See, I don't even know. I don't even know who is what, man. I don't pay that much attention to know, like, if you're not, like, the top 3 draft, I don't know who you are. Did you get the full 10 inches that Ryan Holliall was saying? It hasn't even started. Look, we have it right here. We've got it right here. With my fancy schmancy. So this is the current, is it 1827? Yeah. There is definitely precipitation here. I'd see it doesn't. I don't think that is snow, or that's rain, because I know for a fact that it's going on right now. Yeah. How do you change that? Oh, I think it might be this. Precipitation type. Yeah, that's it. So, it's already starting. Like, look at that. You got snow, sleet, and this is ice. Red is ice. Red is bad. So let's see what we got coming. So it is rain. Or something. And it shows like it could be here soon. What up, Bourbon Hunter? What are you doing? We should be fine until 1 a.m. tomorrow. Then the weather randomizer begins. Well, this is currently. And then if we do this, so it's already here. This is like the prediction thing. So this is live right now. So I'm good. I'm good for a little bit. We'll see. Don't go outside. I have to clear the driveway. They don't shut down up here. Well, we're shutting down. Biking Bourbon, what's up? $10 to $13 here. Jeez Louise. I might have to pop open one of my favorites tonight. 1792 Foolproof. Gotta love 1792 Foolproof. You ever get cold? That's what you need to pour. That thing will light you up. They drink so hot to me, but they're so good. Clifford, what's up? Amarillo has about an inch now. Grabbed a Willet 13-year purple top to get me through it. Dang, you got the third. I got a 4. I'll trade you. Amarillo's got it right. Where is Amarillo, to be honest? Isn't that over here? Where the freak is Amarillo? I always thought it was over here. I guess I just have no idea where Amarillo is. Oh, there it is. I was right. Oh, yeah. Surely, though, it's going to be gone for you. I mean, it's going to keep hitting you. Here, we got a... Nope. Here, I pulled it up. It's happening now. It's happening now. Ice. I mean, it's just a mix of crap. What is that? It's coming. This is crazy. This right here. Look at this. It's already begun. Of ice. These people are already getting screwed. Wild. What up, Katie? How the heck have you guys been? Trev, what was your 2025 best bourbon of the year? See, I didn't even get around to that. I need to compile that. And... best? What was my best? I think I said this last time. I think I talked about this when we went live earlier this month. Dude, it might be that Maker's Star Hill Farms bottle. I just thoroughly enjoy that bottle. Is it the best thing I've ever tasted? No. But the amount I enjoyed that bottle, it's gotta be up there. Gotta be. My issue is I'm dumb. And when I finish a lot of these bottles, I just get rid of the bottle. So then I forget what I had and when I had it and what year it came out. And so what I need to do for this year is when I have something that I'm like, ooh, this is a contender, write something on it and then just keep them. You know? But that's a lot of work for a small brain like me. Tina, we're watching from the living room. Dang, I look good on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. Is that a picture of you? Now I'm creeping on your living room now. Like, is that Lee? I'm going to tell you right now, I can tell you one of the best things I've had tonight, and it's this, is so freaking good. Corgi is a good bottle, man. Very, very good. Jonathan Jones, I'm in Little Rock. Have we discussed that before? That you were right up the road from me? Can't remember. Gonna go to the grocery store before it hits and watch people fist fight for milk and bread. I went to the store yesterday, and while there was an ungodly amount of people there, I had no issue with getting the necessary things. I don't understand the whole milk. We don't drink milk. I zero milk. But stuff like bacon. What do you suppose the rate of bald tires in your area is that will be out trying to drive around? It's going to be a disaster. A complete catastrophe. Because it's not even just that. I guess it is probably plays into it, but the amount of just sheer morons around here, staggering. Ricardo! Dram it all? Kids are grown and gone. Hells yeah. I don't know why I hear that and I just think of Stone Cold. Odyssey Rider sneaking in here. Cheers, you bunch of storm-watching bourbon nerds. How you been, man? Trying to look at people sneaking in here. Has anyone in the chat seen the Woodford Double Oak Barrel Proofs or the regular Woodford at 110 proof in the wild? Those are coming? I have a vague memory of Woodford Double Oak Barrel Proof. But 110 proof? That's a thing? Now that sounds fun. Didn't you get a George T. Stagg last year? See, I'm trying to remember when I got it. It had to have been, it was cold. I think George T. Stagg was at the end of the previous year. That's what always confuses me. I get it at November, and then bam, the New Year's there. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's 2024. I think it was on my whiskey list last year because I got it right at the end. ASW Milestone 3. What is your top whiskey? $17.92 store picks are so affordable around me. $55 to $65 for banger picks. We don't get a lot of them. But I mean, once or twice a year, a store around here seems to get one. I always try and get it. So good. Got to get ingredients for the milk sandwiches. That's what I'm saying. What am I using all this bread for? I don't eat loaves of bread like bagels. I want a bagel, not a loaf of bread. You know what I'm saying? Bacon, chicken. Trev, I started the year with a $1,000 mistake. I won a raffle and was offered Pappy 15 at $250. I cheaped out and declined. Should have bought the bottle and flipped it. See, at bare minimum, you could have left the store. You could have bought that bottle and walked to the parking lot, and someone that was in the raffle, they would have bought that bottle for whatever. You could have been very generous and been like, I want 800 for this. And someone would have left that right then, and you would have left with $800. I've seen it happen. It was not a Pappy. What was that bottle? God, I can't even remember what it was. But this guy won. And he was walking out of the store, and this guy was like, I will freaking... And he just told him the price he's going to pay. Like, I'll give you like $1,500 for that right now. Sold it. Dude just like cash apped him. Isn't that crazy? I forgot what it was. And I don't remember. I'm just exaggerating the price. I don't remember. I just saw... I know that it was one of the bottles that people were going for. And the dude who got it did not leave with it. He sold it. What did Will T just say? Okay. God, I just choked. So you're telling me Woodford double oak barrel proof is going to be $100? I don't know. For one, like, there's no way. But regular Woodford double oaked at 90 proof is 60 something dollars. Like, it's probably priced accordingly, but I could make the argument that even the regular double oaked is overpriced. It shouldn't be 60. I would like to try it. That might be one of those bottles that, like, we just have to bite the bullet, try it, and make our own opinion. 129. No. I mean, it would be a one-time thing for me, because I have a channel. I could make a video on it. There's no way I would regularly buy a $120 full-proof double oak bourbon. Man, a lot of you've tried this then. Saw a few barrel proof picks at 100, even though the proof only went up like 4 to 5 proof points. Really? So, oof. See, that's the thing. I didn't even think to ask what was the proof. Saw a Woodford double oaked barrel proof pick here that was 95 proof and $100. It's normally like 90. Isn't it something weird too? It's not just 90, it's like 90.4. So you're telling me they only water this down a little bit? So it's already freaking near max flavor capacity. I was expecting this to be like one... Okay, so then what's this 110 proof thing that I saw someone? Viper Candy. I had a pour of the Woodford double oaked at 110 proof. It was good. So, if Woodford barrel proof is, or Woodford double oaked is already basically barrel proof, you know what I'm saying? Like, it reminds me of like Knob Creek 120. Knob Creek barrel proof is like 121. They water it down like 1 proof point or point. It's like, sometimes it's like 120.9 and they water it down to 120. You're already there. How are you going to charge me $40 extra? So that's $10 per 1 proof point that they're raising it. Now, what I don't understand, it's $100, and mind you, their barrel entry proof is 110, and that's why it's like wild turkey. That's why a lot of their barrel proof stuff's lower. But where does the 110 proof come from? Double oaked at 110. Why can't we just get that? How much are those? You know, like, what are we doing? All right, time for some blind samples. This is how we do this. This is how we're doing this. This is from Corgi. And Corgi's not a sick freak. He just sends me random samples. So it's not a blind flight, per se. Okay? There is no game. There is no tell me this and that and try and tricking me. He just picked random crap and he sent it to me. So I'm going to take one sample at a time. We're going to drink it. I'm going to tell you all I think. I'm just going to drink it and tell you what I think of it. Guess random things about it. And then we're going to find out what it is. So it's just like a blind... It's like blind dating, but then you get to immediately see your date. And then you have to move on to the next one until you try them all. Sounds like a good time. So, glass A. Again, it doesn't really matter, but I'm taking notes under A. I even have my little book. And Corgi, I have your name written down because I've been trying to do much better about... I'm such an idiot. So look, I wrote stuff on this. I skipped this page. And it's on that page. Well, whatever. Skipped a whole page. Glass A. Now, I'm not doing all of them, Corgi, because I figured I could just do 4 of them tonight, and then I'll have the other 4 for another time. I also have a box of samples that Corgi sent, so I think what I figured I would do is maybe reach into there every now and then and try some goodies. Glass A. That is like a freaking... Look how dark it is, one. But that's not... Like, I don't think that indicates what I'm smelling, necessarily. That is like... so caramely vanilla melt. It is candy. It smells like it's going to be higher proof. That smells... If you took like a caramel cube, a caramel square, and some vanilla and just melted it into pure liquid, that's it. Surely that's not like a Maker's. It gives me a Maker's Mark vibe. You know, like you get like a barrel-proof Maker's and it's just like a freaking milkshake. It is giving me milkshake vibes. Very delicious vibes. Fattening, diabetes, happiness. Old Forester 1910. Yeah, imagine Old Forester 1910 at barrel proof. I actually, and I've talked about this so much, as a matter of fact, I think you want a blast from the past. I have a Woodford Double Oaked versus Old Forester 1910 video on my channel years ago. And I'm fairly certain 1910 won. I've always said I liked 1910 better than Woodford Double Oaked. But That was a great looking whiskey journal. I wonder where it came from, Paul. Mrs. Paul P. I got two thoughts going through my head right now. Either this is in fact a Maker's, and I was correct. There's something funky on the back end that I don't typically ever say about Makers. That's what's making me question it. Travis, dude, I'll be honest, bro. You mean that box? I've been drinking. Some of that box is gone. I drank. Well, shoot, I drank some of them on a stream. The what was that one? It was the Dickel. It was like a 13-year and then a 20-year. Those are gone. I drank both of those on a stream. I know that for a fact, but they're gone. Them things long gone. Both of them. You mean that box? The box. It's there. What's funny is that everything is still in the box. I just kept all of your stuff in the box, so I know it's right there. I'm looking right at it. We can get into it. What's in the box? I keep going back to it. I'm like, is that it gives me. Nose is definitely candy, caramel, vanilla heavy. Maker's vibe, big time. The palate, dude, there's something funky about it, but it might be French oak. That I'm getting that funkiness. Is that French oak? So this might not be a Maker's, and maybe I'm picking up on French oak that I associate with Maker's. Now I'm starting to think this is definitely a French oakiness. Because the more I drink it, I'm like, that's not a Maker's. What am I associating with? Could that be something like, what I'm trying to say is like other people who do French oak, I think they take that French oak to an extreme, and I think this is one of them. Like a Penelope Architect or something. It almost, but see, I don't know. I smell it. There's something funky about it. It's losing the caramely. It's almost like turning into like a burnt. This is confusing. The color's confusing me too. Like, that's so dark. That's not Maker's. Can't be Maker's. But a Maker's vibe. I'm sticking with Maker's vibe on the nose, but now that I'm like, the more I'm going back to it. Fly Fisher. Where did that go? Because what camera do you use to stream? Very nice. Do you have many cameras? What's your favorite? I've only owned 2 cameras. When I started, so if you go back to my first videos, it was a a Lumix. What was that? Like a G7? Lumix Panasonic G. So I started streaming with one of these guys. I think it was definitely Lumix. It was a G7. I don't know why else I would think of that. Anyway, it was a Lumix. And then, no, see, it wasn't a mirrorless. Anyway, I now have a Sony A7 III. Absolutely love this camera. Like this guy right here. A7. The main important thing though is you get a good camera, but you need to get a good lens. The lens is, you know, your lenses are, you need a good camera, but you need a good camera so you can get a better lens. Your lens will make everything so much better, period. So I have a Sony FE 2.8 lens. It's freaking perfect. I love this lens so much, and it's a 16-35 G Master. So this guy right here, I mean, you're gonna spend. None of these are it. This is it. Look at that. Now I didn't pay no $2,600 for this lens, but you can get some used ones like, yeah, I didn't pay $2,600, but you're gonna pay a price for a good lens. But this thing's freaking immaculate. I love it. I do not know what that is. It's not Maker's Mark. And the French oak, now it's starting to taste to me like it has like a burnt funkiness to me. It'll be very interesting to learn what that is. Burnt funk. Like it almost reminds me of like I've had something similar like in an ASW bottle. There's just something just totally different, man. Your lighting and camera look nice. And my lights, I'm gonna do that. Just these little, I just got these lights off of freaking Amazon, man. I think the most important thing is just getting everything right. You don't have to spend a lot. I say that. That lens is crazy. But this is what I used to use too. And this lens was like $100, $150. So, and this worked fine. I mean, this looked really good. This just elevates it to like the oomph degree, but this is perfectly fine. And look, I still have it out. I use the thing. I love this lens. You don't have to get crazy. But you can if you want to. I did not, my lens, I did not pay $2,600 for it. I promise you. I bought it used off of eBay. You do eBay. I am like the biggest eBay fanatic, dude. I buy so much stuff. Boomer, dick in the box. Yes. Miss Wrench is home. Miss Wrench home. Willow is fine. I like the B&H stuff. They have like, if you're not buying electronic, like actual cameras and stuff from them. They have good stuff, but I like to buy my stuff used, but in perfect condition. With a mug like that, you need a $2,600 camera and lights. Should we find out what Glass A is? Let's just find out as they go. I have no idea. I'm starting to think that is... I don't know. I don't think it's something that I regularly have. It'll be interesting to see everything I said about it versus what it is. Did I open the right one? No freaking way, Corgi. This is breaking news. This is why you watch this channel. When did you get this? Like, this is newer. This is like a newer release. We picked it and filled bottles in 2020. Guys, so this was a pick. That might help explain it. Glass A, I was calling it, and it kind of explains where I was coming from, this like French oak, burnt. Because to me, people who do French oak and they do it too much, it's almost like a rubber hose, like a rubber note. So burnt funk. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. The first smell, I was like immediately getting caramel and Maker's Mark candy. And I still do. This little glass right here, Jephthah Creed. Bloody Butcher 4-grain single barrels. Aged 4 years, 2 months, 120.2 proof. You guys know what I think about Jephthah Creed, and I've only tried their first, I don't know what it was, I guess it was a small batch. It was release number 1 Jephthah Creed, and that stuff sucked so much little anus. It was dusty, musty, basementy, books, old skin. This makes me feel bad. This glass makes me feel bad. It doesn't make me feel bad at all, because I'm only telling you. I only tell you the truth and how I feel. And that one particular bottle was so bad, I've never tried anything from them again. And that's what makes me feel bad, because maybe they don't taste like that no more. Now, granted, this is from 2020, which is, I don't even remember when I tried that Jephthah Creed. It was the first one. Jason C. from the Mash and Drum sent me a sample of it. 2018, 2019. So close. It was close. Already better. So it makes me think, well, now, what do they taste like now? Now I'm interested. Someone give me some Jephthah Creed that was made now. What's up, Sugar Kitty? Tell us how you really feel. Boomer. Sipping on a Coy Hill. Let's go. Paulo! What's up, nerds? Greeting from San Diego. SoCal, I'm looking for you. He's in here. Mate, he was in here. Jake was in here. But he drinking water. Tony Bag of Donuts said nobody ever. I need to write down what it actually was so when I look back on it, I can remember. This was Jephthah Creed. No way, dude. There's no freaking way did you send me that, Corgi. Did you know? Did you send this to me because you know how much I hated that one bottle of Jephthah Creed? I wouldn't say this is definitely not the most favorite thing I've ever had in my life. It is so much better than that one bottle, and it is confusing. Like I said, I thought that was at one point I thought this was Makers, then I thought it was something overly French oak, and then I started thinking, I don't know, there's something burnt, and I don't know, I was all over the place with it. But that's kind of how I get it. I'd give this is very, very decent. Like think middle of the road plus. So middle of the road's 5. I would give this like a 6 point something. You know what I'm saying? Totally fine. Which is great. Like, that makes me hopeful for Jephthah Creed. The nose, I think, I keep going back to it, is my favorite thing. It keeps changing. Like, it's now back to like a Maker's Mark. Just so caramely. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm telling you, it confuses me because it like changes a lot. It's like an evolving thing. I just re-smelled it and re-tasted it. And it's going back to the Maker's thing. It's like a Maker's Mark slash maybe a little overdone Maker's, like you added, like there's no French oak in this at all. But that's literally what it reminds me of, so that's why I'm saying this. And maybe an overly Frenched oak Maker's Mark. Maybe a little extra corn because it's that Bloody Butcher corn. I don't know. It's fun and hopeful. And Corgi seems to also agree. It's not the best thing ever, but it's interesting and made their regular stuff look bad. If they have stuff like this and they willingly put out their regular stuff that tastes like dusty balls, then that's a problem. Next glass. Fresh glass. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand people who put out something that is so absolutely vile, yet have some really good or decently good or interesting stuff. Like, why put out the dusty balls? Someone got to be tasting that and say, dude, this is not it. Or are they just saying, oh, we got to. We have to do this. We can't go back now. Glass B. What up, Mr. Mom and Joe the Sample Guy sneaking on in her. Get on in here. Everyone check in. Leaving comments and liking the video helps promote us. So go ahead and just comment. Tell me what you're drinking in one comment and then immediately comment back and say something you've done this week. And then comment a third comment, ask me a question. There you go. Ooh, this one is completely different. Definitely lower proof. So that Jep the Creed was 120. This got to be down there at daggone 90. What up, Alec? Alec S94. Favorite overall go-to distillery? Like, what do you mean? Like, to drink? I think... So if you're asking me in a sense of... like, desert island, but you can only have one distillery... Maker's Mark, they all taste too similar. Like, you need to have some variance. I would say for me personally, overall distillery, like of a brand that I've tried things and there's like majority of them that I like. Jack Daniels for me. Jack Daniels would be up there. I would say Jack Daniels, where like there's hardly anything of theirs I don't dislike. Maker's Mark, we're throwing them back in there. Maker's Mark, and then like Old Forester. Now, I'm going to give you an answer about my desert island, and it was none of those three. I think maybe someone like Jim Beam or Heaven Hill would be a great desert island brand because there's so many different labels and they do have a wide variance of taste. So it's like you can get something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's bottles of theirs that I'm not crazy about, and there's bottles I really love, but there's so many, and like the like Maker's Mark range of flavors is like this, right? And then Old Forster's is kind of like this. But then Heaven Hill, you know, their range is pretty big. So, are those white labels behind you Center Willets? No, those are Midwinter Night's Dram. I concur. That is, in fact, lower proof. When did Midwinter Drams go downhill? 2 years ago? 3 years ago, probably, is when it started. What up, Adam? Adam Shelton! Knobs, Turkey, and MGP. I've got something you can have on a desert island, says Bourbon. Oh yeah, what is it? Is it small? What up, Jeremy Dirks? Trev, do you know the Muffin Man? Yes. His name is Phil. With the size of that vein pump in your left arm, were you pre-gaming with the stranger or the stream? No. What's your favorite color? Red. More specifically, though, like a blood, like dark maroon. Maroon. 1770 Glasgow Distillery, single malt Scotch, lighted peated release, number 146%. This sounded so elegant. I went to get new glasses this week. Did they look like this? Why am I still so zoomed in? Sipping on some Knob Creek 12. Ooh, yeah. Rebel 10. I like Rebel 10. This one's so much lighter. I'm gonna be honest. This one seems pretty just like run of the mill to me. And I'm not trying to say that to be like mean. It's like a 90 proof. And this is, if this is supposed to be something like special, then this will be a knock. But it's, I'm not trying to be. This is like you're pour and forget, like you just want to sip on this because it's not overly anything to me. It's just kind of like, it's just bourbon. This is like video gaming. You fill the thing up and then you game and like you just drink and it does the job. You know? It's kind of maybe a little butterscotchy. It seems lower proof. There's a hint of like of nuts, but a very specific what is the peanut guy? You know, you get a can of nuts, and the logo is it's a peanut with arms and legs. Kind of like those kind of nuts, you know? Little bit, not nothing crazy. That's way too much. Little nutty, but it's just so kind of just there. Corgi says agreed. Or am I nailing these, Corgi? Like, did you set me up and then like you just want to see if you're crazy or not? What up, Dennis? 5 years ago. I don't even know. I don't remember. Because I did not get this year's. I get all of these bottles. Well, I say all of them. Majority of these Midwinter Night Drams I have bought from Janelle. Okay? Janelle is not here tonight. Because I think she is just the High West Distillery queen. I think in my collection of these bottles is definitely the Downward Spiral. You can see it, like, you can literally do a lineup of the bottles I have, and you see the change, and then you see it's already kind of like a polarizing graph, but it's still in a downward trend, and then I think it has taken a bit of a steeper drop off compared to what they were. I will say, though, I forget what they call it. Midwinter Night's Dram, the Encore. It was, I guess, for their anniversary or something. They released the white. It's a white port instead of the normal port. which came out during, I feel like, the downfall of midwinters. They dropped the Encore. The Encore is like one of my favorite midwinter nights dram. And it doesn't even count. Technically it doesn't even count. I'd still take the Magi over any midwinter nights dram. And that's been my problem too, is since Gene has been doing the Magi, it's kind of like, why even get them midwinters anymore? Like, for one, the Magi is easier to get. You can get it from us. We sell it on our store. Like, if you want a Magi, I can get you a link to a Magi. You know what I'm saying? I could text Gene and say, Gene, I need Magi. Midwinters, you can't do that. And the midwinters keeps going up. The Arctic Spirit, that's the Bourbon Junkies one, right? That might be one of the best bottles I freaking had. If you want, that is their version of the Magi Midwinter Nights Dram. That's the thing. Midwinters, you want to know what their problem is their quality's going down, the price is going up, yet people like Gene is dropping the Magi. You got Arctic Spirit. Granted, I don't think that's an easy one to get either. But to me, is better than Midwinter Nights Dram, and it's cheaper. Asterisk if you can get it. So, I think their niche game of this, like, port finished delicious rye, you got other players in the game that are doing it better. They're playing the game better, and I'm sorry, you're not making the playoffs. Yeah, B is just so there. It doesn't knock any socks off. It's just kind of there. Let's see what it is. Really? Dude, Corgi. Corgi. Look, Corgi did think about this. He didn't just send me random bottles. He wanted to know. I called it 90 proof. This bottle was 100. And you guys want to listen to this. I'm telling you, Corgi's knocking this crap out of the park. Perfect for this channel for me to talk about some of this stuff, because I've never had this. I called it 90 proof, butterscotchy, and just there. I didn't guess age because I didn't think there would be an age on this, and there is. It's 6. Who cares? Penelope Cigar Blend. Blend of straight bourbon, American single malt, and American light whiskey. That did not blow me away. What up, Clay? Just good old me. Trev, disregard my text. I'm gonna read it. I love you. But that's why he said disregard, because he said, I'm not gonna make it. And then he made it. What the heck? So Wilmington Piper's not here tonight. But he just also sent me a text, and the dude He's in the path of the ice storm. The dude is having like a crab boil or something. The heck? What are you guys doing? Everyone just getting crazy. The snow makes you guys crazy. Penelope Cigar Blend. That did not blow me away. If you... There ain't no way you should go out of your way with that. I'm sorry. It's just kind of run-of-the-mill. Like, I didn't see anything... That didn't taste anything worth waiting for. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Penelope keep putting products and new bottles out, but they are putting out fewer hitters now. Well, here you go. That was not impressive at all. It was just there. It wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad, but like, aren't people freaking out about this crap? Penelope Cigar. Dude, I'll be honest, and this might be a hot take. That Jep the Creed one, I think I enjoyed it better than that Penelope Cigar Blend. Like, no, like, I'm not kidding. I'm not even saying that to be mean. Sample C. At this point, there's no telling. I mean, Corgi is just sending... If you guys want to send a blind like this, you absolutely can. And it doesn't have to be things I've never tried before. I think it would be fun if you just send me 4 anything. It could be Basil Hayden. You know? And just see what, like, blindly judge this glass right here. I don't need a flight. I don't need a theme. We don't need rules. Random freaking bottles. And just judge the glass. I kind of wanted to do a video series where people send one sample. I mean, you can send whatever you want. One sample, though, of not an obscure bourbon, but like any random bourbon that's a typical, you go to the store and you can find it. And then that's my review video, is take this random sample, review it. But I don't want it to be like, oh, this is freaking Rocktown, you know? Like, no, who can get Rocktown? I want like Jim Beam. Or I want Old Forest, like random, big name, random stuff. Now this one's smelling more like a traditional bourbon. I like it. I'm liking it. Savory mezcals are out. Hey, you want to throw a wrench into things, you can throw in a mezcal. Paulo says, what? I don't have Wrench's number. All you gotta do is email me, bro. So like 1 ounce Wednesday like Matt Porter does. I'll be honest, I didn't know he did that. I don't watch WhiskeyTube. I'll tune in some live streams. I just thought I came up with that. But yeah. Everyone send Malort. I feel like Penelope... Oh, I already read that. I saw something else. Chad the Boo-Right Man. Your palate is on point. That Penelope cigar is mediocre at best. It's just there, man. I was not thrilled with it. If you walk into a store and you bought that, you would give it a If you went to a raffle or had to wait in line, or you were like really hunting that and you finally got it, I would even go one step further and say you would be very disappointed. I don't know. I think Corgi does have a freaking. He has a thought process of what am I going to send Trev. It's not like I'm just going to go. If I were to send someone 4 random samples, I would just go. I would throw like a dart and just go grab it and pour it. I think he knows. I think he is. When he poured these, there was a reason why, and he wanted to see what I thought. I think he poured them because he was like, man, I waited. You know, everyone was hyped about this Penelope, and I got it, and it just kind of didn't blow me away. I'm going to send it. This smells good. It smells like Kentucky bourbon. Sweet, a little bit of cherry, typical bourbon notes. There's something weird about it. Corgi says terrible? I would not call that terrible. It has no finish. It almost seems flat. You think that's... Corgi, you think C is terrible? Penelope has knocked me over... Has not knocked me over with anything so far, but it's good, dependable. Corgi says, nah, I was just kidding. Now I think he's playing with my head. Corgi, I'm not trying to make you seem wrong. I'm trying to see what you truly think before I tell you what I think. Reverse psychology. Jefferson's Jefferson's Reserve Cask Strength is good. I paid $55 for my bottle. I wouldn't buy another bottle at $69, but 1 or 2 more at $55. Is that what they normally cost? Corgi says he loves this one. The nose is very good. Let me let it sit. Corgi, I was going to say the nose is very good. It came off flat. Smells very good. At this point, I feel like he's just sending me random stuff. Is that what you're talking? Why is that vein like that? I am left-handed. What the heck? I've been working extra hard on that forearm in the gym. Yeah. Look, this one's weak. Look at that. Nothing. Look at that. What is that? Oh no. It's like that episode of Family Guy when what is it? Quagmire. What up, Mark Emenecker, Tejas Diablo, 11 Ray, Raymond, Vein Tube. Oh yeah. Looks like a really toned up upper didymus. A didymus. You know what, Adam? The didymus. That reminds me of that ancient story. There's an ancient philosopher, Didymous. And he wrote a book on the trials and tribulations of Gargalon. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Gargle on these nuts. Adam. He fell for it. He fell for it. Got him. I've been low in my guesses on proof, so I'm calling it 100. I like the nose. The nose. Corgi, I'm going to be honest, man. I like the nose on this better than the palate. I feel like I really, I don't know. It could be it's sitting in the glass. It drank a little, like, compared to the nose to the palate, it drank flat to me. You also got to realize, I'm drinking Jep the Creed Penelope cigar blend right before this. So the nose seemed way more impactful than the palate. The palate just came off. It wasn't bad. I'm going to call it 100 proof. I have no idea what that is, though. Like, I've never tried any of these that he sent me. What'd you lick this down with? I don't think you used spit, bro. That thing was on there. All right, Glass C. Corgi says he loves this one. I think it's okay. You know what? After reading this, it explains something weird that I was getting that I didn't want to, like, say out loud because I was like, there's no way that's a thing. I called it 100 proof. It's 108. This is also Penelope Project X finished in maple brulee casks. I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I thought I had blown my palate out because I was getting, like, on the finish, like right now, I'm tasting maple, and I thought I screwed something up. I was like, there's no way I'm tasting like maple syrup. Something went wrong. So that makes me happy. No, I did D. So that's not maple. I'm still not tasting. I got maple. Oh no. Well, now I am crazy. Because now I'm tasting maple. Oh no. Which did you pour? No, I poured them correctly. I poured them correctly. I still stand by what I said. Well, now I know what D is, but I stand by this. I think the maple that I'm tasting, or what I thought was maple, makes this make sense. Because Corgi, I've never liked these bottles. Michter's Toasted Barrel Rye. 108.6. They come off as like a... There's just something so weird about the Michter's Ryes to me that are like... I guess that's when I read maple, it's like earthy. Maybe the word is earthy that I'm looking for on this. There's just something freaking weird about these that I'm just like, I don't know. Corgi, I poured them correctly. I opened D instead of C. Here's my thing. I glanced over and I saw that it wasn't connected all the way. I thought that was a C. But then your C is much more clearly a C, but I stand by this by not liking it because I have not really liked any Michter's Ryes. So that makes sense. It's good stuff. Toasted Barrel. It's not bad. It's not for me. Space Oddity. CJ, what are you doing? Come try Jessica's dad's new bourbon. What? Jessica's dad's got a... What do you mean his new bourbon? Tears of the Left. Is this real? A 100% Kentucky bourbon. 0 safe space. Kami Tearstone. Snowflake Tearstone. No, I know it's not his bourbon, but he got this. Rob Schneider approved. This is Rob Schneider's bourbon. You guys know about this? This is the first time I've ever even heard about this. He actually just tweeted yesterday that he was in the talks to sell his bourbon brand to makers. Like, for real? Don't be screwing with me. I've never even heard of this. What the heck? Tears of the Left. Yes, Tim. He did. He tweeted Rob is uber conservative. Well, no. If this is correct, I would believe that. Oh God. All right, Corgi, I'm pouring Penelope. I've already read it, so we might as well know what it is. Project X. Maple brulee. I mean, it might be in my head, but this is definitely breakfast, bro. It's not so much maple in the sense of like pure in a glass maple, but it's like maple sausage. Maple bacon, like it's thick. It smells good. It's one of the best smelling ones I've smelled so far, to be honest. D. The maple brulee. Nose is incredible. I'm gonna call it like a maple sausage. I mean, it's so breakfasty. I think it's Green River. No, you're talking about something else. I'm more intrigued now who writes the letter D by starting and finishing on the curve of the D. Okay, so CJ, if you're still here, that means you're at Jessica's dad's right now with this bourbon. So you're the only person in this chat who can have tried this. What what do you think of this? I've never heard of this. I mean, it's obvious. Like, come on. Did he buy this? Did he buy this? Book of Tears. So CJ agrees it's good. Has anyone seen this? Like, is this in stores? Or did he buy this? Like, did he buy this off here? It looks like a nice bottle. I mean, it comes with a whiskey stone. The Kami Tear Stone. Dude, he went. He on one. He is on one. Interesting. This website is wild. So it seems like they only have one. They have one bottle. They have one label. It'll be interesting. So CJ, My brother does not drink whiskey like us. So to him, and I think to them, it's like they're obviously buying into the, which is totally fine. I think it's hilarious. To me, it makes me wonder, who are they getting this whiskey from? That's what I'm trying to get to. Where is this being sourced from? Because it did say 100% Kentucky. What is this, Green River? Surely it's Green River. I don't think Bardstown would like their name attached to, like, they're too, Bardstown's too big. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is controversial in the sense of, like, some people would come to this website and get pissed off, right? Or is that just me? Am I thinking too much about it? I think Green River wouldn't care. Bardstown owns Green River. Well, then there you go. NDA signing blood. Loves Project X. Mine was finished in Spanish brandy. I have Project X sherry finished. It's fantastic. I just think that's... I've never heard of this. It's hilarious. But then again, does it really matter what you do? Like, if I buy barrels from you, it doesn't matter what I do. But come on, it's Rob Schneider too, so... Did you think there would be something serious? You're overthinking it. Remember, half the country loves bourbon, guns, hot chicks, fast cars, and freedom. Billy! You're absolutely correct. I would say this is easily one of my favorites of the night. So this is the Maple, this is the Project X Penelope. This is easily one of my favorite ones. I think I have my ranking. I think I already have them ranked. My biggest question about all of this, though, is I've never heard of this at all. Yet, my brother's girlfriend's dad has a bottle of this. That's my question. How did he get his hands on this? I've never seen this. Has anyone else seen this? I didn't even know this existed. This is it. Facebook? I've never seen this. Travis, if anyone knows it's Travis, I might have missed it. Like, who do you think is... You think this is coming from freaking Bardstown? My Facebook don't show me any ads, brother. I don't get whiskey ads. Who are we thinking this is? I would hope at least in its Green River distillate. Not who's bottling it is another story, unknown. I understand that Bardstown owns or whatever Green River, but I just, there's no way. Bardstown juice from their stuff is not in this. It's got to be Green River. I knew that the moment I saw 100% Kentucky, this is going to be Green River. I think that's the new thing. Really? Tejas says Tennessee has 750 milliliter early times now. Interesting. That is very interesting. Huh. Is that what they're going? Like, I feel like I saw, somewhere one day before I went to sleep that they were going down to 750, right? I think all of them are going to go, I think that's just going to be the thing. I don't think they're going to have 1 liters. Just cracked an Arador 12 cast strength motor oil dark nutty Oloroso. Ooh. I don't know. Some thick Oloroso. So tonight's pours. Corgi sent me Jephthah Creed, Penelope Cigar Blend, Michter's Toasted Barrel Rye, and Penelope Project X. What was the whole thing? It was Project X, finished in a maple brulee cask. Here, hold on. Let me go get this Amazon order, and then I will rank all of these, and then we're ending the stream. All right. What were we doing? Ranking. Ranks. Trev's got a chub. Just sent you the answer to that question as well. What? Where does one find a maple brulee cask? So it is Bardstown. Okay. I was about to show something. It's Bardstown. My brother's like, what is he even talking about? Space Odyssey is my brother, by the way. You guys didn't know that. He's just drinking whiskey because he knows I do this. So he drinking this whiskey. He not a whiskey drinker. But he drinking it. So when I say, is it freaking Bardstown or is it Green River, he has no idea what we talking about. He's just like, I don't know, pour me some more. Like, what are we talking about? Ooh. Last pour of the night. I'm going to discuss my order of these. And then we're going to check the ice. I'm going to check the weather. And then we're going to go. Willet Purple Top. Willet Purple Top. Here, it'll look better this way. Maybe that should be my new thumbnails. Does that have an age, Trev? Yes. So these new Willet Purple Top small batches. Four years, 126.6 proof. 4 years old, small batch. How about camo ascots? I'll never wear an ascot in my life. People who wear ascot, you can't trust them. You gotta raise into question a lot of things. Inventory men don't wear ascots. I don't know. Something's off. Has the ice begun in your neck of the woods? We're gonna look at it here in a bit. What is the flavor profile on that Willet Purple Top? That's what we're getting into, brother. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm going to make a review video of this, but this is like my initial thoughts. Can you compare that to the pot still? I might be able to. Hold on. I might be able to. Cannot. The only thing that I have found from days of old, koozie. I cannot compare that to the pot still. I used to have a little mini pot still. It's probably in the freaking trash. That thing's so garbage. I will tell you, it smells like Willet. Willet has a very distinguishable note. I don't even know what it is. Like, you can smell a Willet from a mile away and be like, that is freaking Willet. To me, Willet is the easiest one to like pinpoint because no one else is even close to it. I don't even know how to explain it. Grassy dill? I don't know. Maybe grassy is the word. Campy notes. Tim, I will say though, it is very much Willet. But if you start comparing it to things like, I might, before I film the video, I might go buy some of the cheaper ones. Because I haven't tried them all. Like Kentucky, I don't even know what they call them. It's not Kentucky Spirit, but, they got Johnny Drum. everyone knows Noah's Mill, Rowan's Creek, but then they got like Bardstown something. They got these like lesser bottles, right? I've never even tried them. It would be interesting to see if that note Kentucky Vintage Old Bardstown Pot Still. Okay. Nick Foles coming in clutch. Nick, this is the only reason I have allowed Nick Foles to stay in this channel. Because the dude he smells weird. Kentucky Vintage Old Bardstown, never tried them. Like, I've had the Rowan's Creek, I've had the Noah's Mill, and I love Johnny Drum. But Kentucky, like, I would be interested to see if the same Willet note translates all the way down to like Kentucky Vintage, like the swill of the swill. This smells like very distinguishable Willet, but still better. I'm a big Johnny Drum lover. It smells like a better version of Johnny Drum. So if you like Johnny Drum, there's your first, like, you don't need to hear anything else. It smells like a better Johnny Drum. To me, I think the biggest thing about this that I love, and I think they did this right. Like, I'm a firm believer that they did this correctly. And I don't think that they're doing this I don't think they're just putting out shit, but then keeping, all of the same, people see this label and the purple top, and they'll buy it, no matter what's in it. I think they tried to put something good inside to match. The thing that I get on this, it's 4 years old, but it still seems like chocolatey. It still seems dense and dark, like you would get on an older aged bourbon. So, obviously nowhere near as good as a 15-year-old Willet Purple Top that you have to sell your soul for. But it's not a Johnny Drum poured inside of a Willet Purple Top either. That's what I'm getting at. I think they found the perfect middle ground of like, this is $60 and we're going to give you $60 worth of juice. Like, it's good. It's $60 worth of freaking good to me. It is very Willet, though. So if you hate Willet, you will hate this. It smells like Willet. Just, I don't know what that is. Is that pot still? Is everything they have pot still? It smells very Willet, which has got to be pot still. That's pot still you're smelling. You're smelling a pot still. It's weird. It's not normal. I'm telling you, nothing else in the market tastes like that. That is clear as day, Willet. I would say they're sweet. I think it's sweet, Nick. What are you not liking? I guess my question is, like, what bottles of... Because Willet is so polarizing. I mean, like, people will try it and they say it's the worst thing I've ever had. But it depends on the bottle that you've tried in the portfolio. Like Rowan's Creek. I love Rowan's Creek. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I like Rowan's Creek. And I also like Noah's Mill. And I like Johnny Drum. I think they're all different levels of the thing that you hate. And Willet is tweaking the knob on all of them, and some of them you'll hate, some of them you'll like. It's not like an Irish pot still. Teos, this is like bourbon pot still. You get a lot of the pot, but like the metal container, not pot. I think this small batch, and this is coming from my own, because I've never been a big Willet fan either. I like Johnny Drum. I think the Willet small batch is a better version of Johnny Drum. So it depends on what you like. Some of the other products from Willet, I just, dude, they're freaking gross. I don't know. They're just nasty. I think this is a better, this is $60, 4 years old. It's not trying to rewrite the books, but it is clearly a superior product to something like Johnny Drum. Johnny Drum's like $33. This is far better. But a better version of that. So I'm not trying to tell you this is the best thing I've ever had. I like Johnny Drum. This is a better tasting Johnny Drum. Double the price Johnny Drum. I think this is barrel proof Johnny Drum. $60, Johnny Drum's $33. OG Brick 420. That's a name I have not heard in a hot minute. OG Brick 420. Easily 2019, 2018, maybe even 2017. That's a name I've heard. When you're the wrench, you don't forget people. David Goldman. David Goldman, you better watch your mouth before I kiss you. You want me to kiss you on your lips? What are you doing coming in here? Acting all cute and stuff. Huh? I've only had their rise, but that bottle won't show up here for a long time. My local store, we are not doing this tonight. Nick Foles, if they're like, this was $59.99, it's worth it. Just try it. You've tried worse things for far more than $60. I promise you that. I consider myself retired from bourbon hunting. Finally scored all the bottles I wanted. Well, that's how we all are, man. I'm much more of a... I just don't give a crap anymore. I just don't care. I love all of you, but I don't care. Fred Minnick's gonna say it's top 100. It might be. Top 100 is a huge mark, brother. This might be top 100. It's good. Top 100 is a huge range. Now, top 10? I'm from Arkansas. I don't really count higher than that. So I don't like top 20. This might be 19. You know? It's not in top 10. It might be. Let me give it some time. Let me drink. Come on, look at it. It's full. Paul says, nope, won't buy it. Here's my thing. And I'm sure Paul's probably the conclusion he's come to is there's so many like store picks of things that are just usually far superior in the same price as this, and it's probably so much better. So it's like, I don't care about new releases. I just want, like, can you give me another pick of freaking Russell's single barrel? You know, like give me the picks of the good stuff. And you know, I don't even think it's the whiskey. I think it's us. I think all of us go through this whiskey journey, but then we grow up and we're like, I'm spending so much money on new releases that are supposed to be awesome. It's boring and it wastes my money. I think we get to the point where it's like, I know what I like, and I know how much money I can spend, and I can buy way more of the good picks than trying, you know, this. You know? I feel that. This is the first bottle I've bought in like 3 months. My shelves are dwindling. You can't tell because my camera blurs it out. You can't see nothing. You can live vicariously through Bruzel. I don't even know who that is. Never heard of her. Yeah, Nick Foles. Yeah, if I could freaking find a unicorn, those days are gone, brother. I'm right there with you, though. When is the Jack dropping? No idea. There's obviously something going on. We were told end of year holiday season. We're coming up on February. That's all I can tell you. I don't freaking know. They're not. I think all of these places are like, they are embracing the picks. Because that's the best thing you can do. But they don't have the structure to like properly move them. You know, like, dude, we did this pick like 5 months ago. I'm sure it's only going to get worse. I'm sure people are going to go do a pick and it's going to be a year and a half before you see the pick. Like, at this rate, they're going to get so behind. Like, what are we doing? But the picks are picked and they will come. I don't know exactly who they're going through. It's the picks that one of the big stream channels, I don't know. Like the like a Bourbon Outfitters type thing. It's one of those big dogs. Shared pour. It's one of those big guys, yeah. And you know that it might be because of shared pour. The pick might be completely ready and it's shared pour's problem. But it's one of them. Coy Hill. What differentiates Coy Hill from the others? It's like it's the equivalent of like Wild Turkey. You know, you got some of the best picks ever are like Camp Nelson F, CNF. It's the location of the warehouse. And for whatever freaking reason, these warehouses produce the best tasting bottles. Like, it just might be it's just sheer freaking luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the way the weather temperature rises in this rick house, like we just built it on the perfect hill. They're different. Coy Hill is their version of like Camp Nelson F. You know what I'm saying? Like, this warehouse is just in a pristine spot that like crazy stuff happens that makes it so much different than the warehouse next to it. And that's why it's prestigious. Because everything that comes out of there is like, what the freak happened? Like, what is this? A lot of Coy Hill is super hot. You know, one hazmat, 140 plus. One of our picks, one of our Jack Daniels picks came from Coy Hill. The rye. Our rye pick came from Coy Hill. Now, when you're tasting it blind, did I say, wow, that came from Coy Hill? No. But they're different. Different warehouses produce different things. That's the thing. It's built on an ancient burial mound. You know what? That might be the actual answer. All right, nerds. We're donezo. Let's check the weather map, and then we'll get out of here. It's already look at this. It's already icing. So it's gonna start anytime now. You still talk to the shelf turds? I talk to David all the time. Here's the big thing is, you know, a lot of channels want to like collaborate with each other, and they want to like, hey, you get your viewers and I get mine. The difference between us is that we were actually friends. So, David and Kira are family to me. I mean, I'll go out of my freaking way for those people. I will go out of my way. That's what good people are. Drink one of your nerds and turds picks on the way out. So it's about to hit. It's about to hit me. Look at this. So this red, I mean, this is, it's just a model. So like all of this green is not rain. This red is bad. This is ice. This is just pure ice. And I'm about right here. So it'll be here in about maybe 45 minutes. How long is this? It's moving pretty slow. Well, that's been about an hour. It'll be here in about 30 minutes. That's great. That's great. Stay safe, everyone. Trev, was great to have you back alive. Give Willow some scratches. Cheers, everyone. Life's short. Drink the good stuff. God dang. Yeah, it's coming. And this is just the initial. This is nothing. This is the beginning. This is nothing. It's supposed to get way worse than this. Look at the composite. So don't think green means rain. This is just overall condensation. So this gives you a better idea of like what we're dealing with. And it's moving much slower. This is only about 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes worth of stuff. I mean, look at it though. I mean, it's a full. This is a full winter storm. But it's like, it's weird. It's weird that it's so much up here, but then like, look at this arm. What is this? Like, why? Why is this a thing? Yo, Jeffrey, whack, you freaking whack. Roads in Eureka Springs will be fun. Well, here's Eureka. If you're in this area, brother, you don't need to be driving. Is this where you're at? Like, you don't need to leave there, man. Look, it's already there. What is this? Look at this. Huh. So it's closing in. It's about to hit me. I'll post, so on the Patreon, you know, I got called out. I got called out last weekend for being a freaking terrible YouTuber. So I'm going to post here when it starts. I'm going to post a picture over on the chat on Patreon. Okay? Because it's about to start. I'm going to stay up because I'm going to watch this, but it's coming. Like, it should be here now. Like, I should go outside and see some snowflakes. So, I'm about to go out and look at them. What up, Northwest Bourbon? Got news, Trev. Still Austin has landed. Hopefully we have preview bottles next week, delayed by snow, probably. Yeah, let me know, man. Did you ever get signed up for your own Discord? Dude, I don't. My problem with Discord is like it's so big. I just can't handle it. I'll have to get better. I will have to get better. There's a huge push of warm air from the Pacific that came across. That's why there's such a hit or miss with the models, and sadly, it's moving so slow. Yeah. Well, this is just the composite model. So if we switch over to the radar, look at this. That's what's crazy. Look at the composite. So again, we're so used to this being rain, but that's not what this means. This is just total. This is like moisture. So you go to the radar. Look at this. Already ice. Look at that. It's all turning to ice. Red is bad. You don't want red. Look, I'm in here. I'm on this I-57. I'm in here. This road. And it's freaking coming. And it's going to be here any minute, so I'll post a picture on Patreon because supposedly I'm the worst Patreon person and I suck, and glad you guys are still here. And for those of you who feel entitled to leave nasty comments on your way out, then you can go and suck your own ass. Love you. I love you. See you next week. Stay safe. Do not go outside. Mike Franklin. Mike Franklin stepping in. Mike Franklin, you late as shit. No one tells Trev to suck it but me. They didn't even tell me to suck it. They told me that I just suck. No joke. Everyone who is in this path I can't even show it. If you live in this area, stay safe. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad here, but I bet you it's gonna get worse other places. So stay safe. Love you guys. Hope you guys got some freaking whiskey. Keep you warm. I freaking love you. Also, F people who want to cause a scene in my Patreon page. You cause a scene, you piss me off. Don't do that. Love you. Thank you for supporting me through everything. Don't do that. Do not do that. See you on the other side.